Sorry from 17 once again. This is another return to my live playthrough. All rested once again and farmed out, doing both the extinction runs before the two bosses we have yet to face, which is incredibly boring, but hopefully it'll help you not be bored of the playthrough. So you might notice that I'm in the Rat Covenant. I did that because I got a weapon through farming that I tried to break to see if it turned into something, because it had 300 durability, and usually when something's durability is that high, it potentially could be broken into something better. And that weapon is the chicken drumstick. Yes. So it's the weapon that those crazy Smelter monsters have. It's insanely powerful. It takes 70 strength to wield it, so I'm going to be two-handing this beast. And there's something in this DLC which, I don't know if it's the case in the main game, it very well could be, but I'm not too sure. I assumed, and this is wrong to do, that all big weapons would have a two-handed parry. They don't in this DLC, they all seem to have a move. So when you press to parry with this, it does this hilarious attack. Which, as you can see, ain't a parry. And you're probably thinking, wow, that looks super OP, that's probably going to be insanely damaging because this is a very powerful weapon. But the first spins of hits don't do that much, and then the final one does quite a lot. And then my favourite move of this thing is its running attack. That is about as nasty as it gets, and in PvP you're going to be able to surprise people with that. Because they will not expect you to cover that much distance. And doing the... It's very tough to do the old perfect backstep into running attack on this game, because the timing is shit. But that is a chicken drumstick anyway. I'm just going to check something, because if you didn't know, the DLC, in building kind of hype / excitement for the DLCs, From Software have been putting reskinned weapons in the chest in the Majula basement, and I haven't found any of them. Sounds like something's alive here. Oh, it was the pigs. I get it. And it sucks because every time I've come to check, my chest has been opened like this, with nothing in it. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but somebody mentioned it was a reskinned black steel katana, perhaps like the ones that we've seen in the DLC. And I would really like that, but I've obviously done something wrong. Or maybe it's the wrong chest. I don't know. Is it the one upstairs, maybe? Something that a Google search would probably remedy quite quickly, but, you know, learn by doing is what I say. And sometimes you miss things. A lot of the times you miss things, and you get a lot of people very eager to point out the things you missed, but I suppose it's like anything else, really. So, if you're like me, you've probably missed out on it, which sucks. And if you see anybody with some funny coloured weapons, they're not any better in statistics or performance, they just look a little different. But let's get back to Smelter 2.0 and let's take him on. I'm kind of scared of this fight, if I'm honest, and I'm always honest. Not because it's going to be hard, but it's because he has range on things he shouldn't have range on, and the jump attack is the one I'm most conscious of, because it killed me at a wicked distance, and I don't agree with that at all. In fact, I think it's kind of shitty. Oh, by the way, folks, you can run through this. It leads to items and kind of a shortcut. I go on the middle. As soon as the first fireball launches, I go to the right, and I stick on the right, and you get through it without taking damage. Figured that out last night. But the extinction runs, as expected, are very boring. I didn't bother killing her because she's a nuisance, but she doesn't come down unless you really, really wanted to. I had to make the astrologist extinct because that dude is an asshole. When he casts the tranquil walk spell, it stops you from being able to run, which you can imagine is quite a pain in the dick. In here I had to farm both the giant guys and the two sorceresses. It's not ideal, but you didn't have to see it, and this will probably be the only run back you get to watch, because the rest will just be bosses, or boss attempts. But let's see if we can get a quick running attack. Yes, we can. Gotta probably hit him again then. I'm dead! I'm not dead. See though, he didn't fucking touch me! He touched me with his, like, his tip of his toe, dude. That's what I hate. Because it isn't fair. And he's going to jump. He didn't jump. I'm dead. Too much recovery. Far too much recovery. That's his AoE. Get to chug though. So, the final phase of this fight is hilarious because he gets the most range I think I've ever seen. It's like, imagine Smelter with a washing pole and you have a good idea of how this is going to go. Does it do an AoE? It does. It's pretty scary stuff. Not as scary as that though! Shit, I'm dead! I knew it would come in. Tried to time the evade, didn't get it. I'm feeling better about this fight though. We do good damage and sloppy, you know, sloppy hits make sloppy deaths. But did you see what that's like if you get hit on the downward one, which is very easy to do because that one was fair, I'll give him that one. But there's times when he's been literally 2 feet away from me and I've still been taken down on like the invisible impact, and then as you recover because it's a knockdown, there's not really much chance to get out of the radius unless you iframe through the AoE. And to be completely honest, I don't know why I keep saying that, I'm always honest to, I don't know, to another parlance or expression that I can use instead of to be completely honest. Nothing's coming to mind. Anyhow, I do not think you have enough time, oh sorry, enough iframes to dodge. What? Motherfuckers, like, look at this trash! Perfect aim, great bows. It's just what we wanted in our game. It's absolutely terrifying. Let's try some pine resin, see if it does more. We hit him for 1,000 when we did the heavy attack, which is very encouraging numbers, but it's got so much recovery, which makes it kind of untrustworthy. You notice how he's kind of delayed? Smelter's faster than this Smelter. Like, what's happening with the horns? Should have hit him. Uh-oh. Oh, you see, it's bullshit, man, because it's a great opportunity to do some damage and you're terrified to do it. Oh, he's got armor! I didn't know that. Should have hit him then. Oh. Oh. Bam, 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 bam. Smell to demon. Smell to demon. Oh, I'm stuck! Take my chicken, drummer! He's gonna run at me now and he's gonna hit me with that poke. People have been asking me if... Oh, bollocks! If this is anything like the Darkwood Grain Ring, the Simpleton's Ring that I'm using. Just to quell people's curiosity, this is nowhere near as destructive as the Darkwood Grain Ring. I wish it was, but it's not. And like, people have been saying that that's their strategy for beating the boss that I uploaded the other day. And I don't think it really is, guys. You can do just as fine without it as you do with it. Look at the fucking range here. That's disappointing. Knew it was coming, delayed my evade, but it still got me. Like, when I do the editing and I listen back, I can hear my controller, so I know in my heart that I tried to evade, I just didn't do a good enough job. I was watching a streamer the other day who said he needed to increase his adaptability because he was doing perfect rolls and still getting hit. And it's funny because we've all been there and we've all felt that, but the whole point of a perfect roll would be that you didn't get hit. So maybe it's just a semantical, pedantic language thing more than anything else. But I did find it quite funny. Because I feel the same. Like, you feel like you're doing it right, and sometimes you're still getting punished. That took a lot of life off too. So we need to be aware that full life is probably helpful. And I can't quite tell which one did best. So let's do lightning again. Tempted to test out my katana to see if I can poison this dude. Drummer, drummer, drummer. I'm dead. I'm not dead. You don't have... Ooh. Come on, Chris, get your stamina back. Don't play stupid. I wish I'd stop referring to myself in the third person. It's really unsettling. I don't know if anybody else is slightly weirded out by it as much as I am. Oh, come the tits on! I hit his sword! Surely that counts. I'm tempted to put that shit. Is it AoE? Aha! You'll never get me in the slammer. Dead. Not dead. Oh, I couldn't get away. That delay saved me then. If he had not been as delayed, that would have hit me. But do you know, considering this guy's got all the range he has, in spite of just being the Smelter Demon, it'd be cool if he didn't have the fire in the middle of him. Because I think everybody agrees, it's shit. It's complete shit. Should have possibly buffed then. I'll tell you what it does do, the sword, which I didn't realise it would. Wow! It was the ambient fire that killed me. It took off all my life but a little bit, and the ambient fire got me. It makes it difficult to see, is what I was going to say. So I think this DLC should be called the DLC of entirely too much run back. Because I really feel like that's what it is. Oh, that was a bad hit. It is true though, if you're any good at fighting Smelter, you might have issue with this fight just because of the timing. They've subtly changed his swings, and it's enough to throw you off. And have you noticed that my katana is degrading? Hitting this armoured enemy, which does make sense, but it still sucks. I've been hit again. Oh, that's not what I wanted to fucking use, but we'll get over it. I like range with Smelter, so that he does the run move. Whatever. So I'm going to mix up my weapons, folks. Make it a little bit less boring for you to watch me fail a lot, because it seems like that kind of fight where... Ow. Range. What range? Look at it. And he jumped away. I think I even tried to roll then. Did you see that? I'll have to play that back. It was almost like my character tried to get out of there but still got crushed. And that's the thing with the New Game Plus cycles. I don't think this game's very fun on New Game Plus. I just don't. I think at some point it gets Like, let's be honest with it. The first New Game cycle is the real one, because it's the biggest jump. And it does cap out at New Game plus 8 or 7 or whatever it is. Bonfire Intensity 8, New Game plus 7. So everything after that is just, you know, it doesn't really matter. And each of the increments of the New Game pluses are not that ridiculous compared to the first jump. But still, it's... I just think inflated life, inflated damage, for the sake of it, is never very fun. I missed. He didn't. $900. So the chicken drumstick gives me a good 100 extra hits without having to wear a ring. It's funny when you're playing, the healing feels insanely slow, but when you watch it back, it's not that slow. It's just in the heat of battle, your senses are heightened and everything feels like it takes an eternity. Oh wow! That delay. Should have healed then. He didn't do it. He's fucking trolling me. Nah, he's buffing himself, okay. Oh, I wanted to buff myself and I should have, but I didn't think I'd have enough time. That is a big sword. See, the thing with staying close to Smelter, aside from the fire, is his entire body is a weapon. And when I design a game, that's not going to be the case for my bosses, because I think it's stupid. Shouldn't get hit with the butt of a sword and it does the same damage as if you've been hit by the blade. It's retarded. But it's not even about realism, it's about... I can't hit you with my fucking boot when I swing, so why can you do it to me? Castlevania, is it Mask of Shadow? That did it. Never liked it there. There's a boss on that, the werewolf boss, and he would rear his hand into the air, and as he arced his back, if his belly touched it, it would class as a punch. Like, that makes any sense. It's not fair. And I suppose the problem is, you know, we're looking for fairness in things that never agreed to be fair. But I think it's unavoidable. Because a game, you know, we're brought up from being children to assume games are fair. Which is why when we go to Las Vegas or we go to any casino, we soon realise that there's more to games than what meets the eye. Such a shitty fight. Thought I were dead then. Had that feeling. Like, if there was no passive damage, I think I would really like Smelter. I really do. It's risky, but he's only got so much range, right? He's got a fucking lot of range. I couldn't even see. Like, you know, for them to give him such a big sword, it might have made sense to put him perhaps in a bigger room. Because everybody's criticism with Smelter is the room. Whoa! As if. I did not think he could recover that fast.